Okay, everybody, I'm prepping the middle raised bed, the cinder block raised bed. I'm prepping that for some planting. Probably do that next weekend. But one thing I noticed was that there's a lot of either field onions or bunching onions. I planted bunching onions last year, but man, there's a lot that I had to pull out, and they grow super deep. So I got this bucket here full of weeds, and you can see the onions. And what I'm going to do is, I'm going to go ahead and just put this into the worm bin and let the worms feast on all those onions and stuff. But yeah, I tried to go through and get as much as I could. Still going to be a lot there. One question I have for you all is, I found a couple grubs, and if you can see this one, there's two of them actually. I don't know what they are. If you can let me know what they are, I'll research as well, but try to get us close up here. This one, big white one, and then the kind of a yellowish one. So they were in the soil. I'll go ahead and put those in. Actually, I'll just throw them out that way. I don't think they're beneficial, but I'll rely on my research and any input that you guys have. All right, my hands are dirty. I have some company coming over, so I thought I'd get at least this done, and next weekend hopefully I can start putting in some seeds, because it's starting to be nice out finally. So stay tuned. Lots of onions. Okay, hopefully those worms will have at it. It's Sunday, the last Sunday in February, 28th, yeah. So, still have a lot of work to do. I'm loaded for bear. Got lots of stuff in the carry-all. So time to plant some seeds up on the pasture and in trays. So that's what this video is all about, as well as a couple other chores. I want to lay down some cedar mulch, and every time I go up to the pasture with the Kubota, the pile of cedar mulch is on the way, so I'm just going to get a bucket load every time I go up, and that way eventually I'll have enough cedar mulch to line the garden path. So stay tuned. Hear those crickets? Oh, I love it. All right, let's get to work. Feel like the Beverly Hillbillies. Everything all packed up. This is going to be for the wood chips. These are for the IBC tote platform, similar to that one, but it's going to fit 3 of them. So this all lumber is cut, ready to assemble. I'll just put it over here next to the tree, out of the way. All right, I think the first thing I'll do is try to get some wood chips around before I start planting. It's really muddy right now. It's just incredibly muddy with all the rain. And also, I strained my back doing all this stuff over the last couple days. The back muscles are definitely stiff, and I'm able to walk and everything and do little stuff, but I'm not going to attempt to chainsaw. And that's really what is needed next to fill up these beds. I'll be filling them up, you know, with probably 18-inch long things. But look at all this water. Just crazy. So hopefully by St. Patty's Day, this is all dried up and I can plant some potatoes. All right, I'm gonna go start shoveling. I think of what I want to do is put them in buckets. That's what I'll do. All right, I'll keep doing that till I'm out of the bucket. There. That's one bucket load. Probably needs to be thicker, but that's a good start. Okay, now time to put some good old cow manure from the dairy, put it in this bed, mix it up a bit, and we'll be ready for planting. Man, this is dark. It's good stuff. Doesn't smell at all. Oops, looks like the grass. Look at that grass. It's loving this stuff. Tell you, I did strain my back, you know, believe me. But isn't it funny how when you got purpose and, you know, you're wanting to get a job done, all of a sudden the pain goes away and you're laser focused on getting the job done. So good. I'll just pay for it later, I think. Hey folks, we got some big, fat, juicy worms in this compost. So you know it's healthy. Trying to keep as much grass out as I can. When I get close to the ground, it's kind of hard. Man, this goes a long way. Okay folks, now Now I'm just going to mix it in with the fork, and I think this is enough. I don't want to overfill it, and I may put some fertilizer on it later, but I really do need to get some seeds in the ground. So let me prep this, and then we'll start to lay out the garden. This clay soil is pretty bad here in North Carolina, but I'll tell you what, this is the second year I put compost in here, and it's getting fluffy, so it definitely is improving. By the time I get to be 80, hopefully this will be nice and easy to take care of. Because I'll tell you, it takes everything I got. Lots of onions still in here. Okay folks, what do you think? Really fluffy. Looking good. Except for those grubs, I don't know what they are. There's not too many of them. Maybe I found 4 of the white ones and then 2 of those yellow ones. So maybe I'll have to treat for that. And I got most of all the onions out. So there's still a few more in here. All right, time to plant. And I used growveg.com to come up with this plan. And basically this is the layout as we're standing right now. The IBC totes will be to the north, the east is to the right, west is to the left, and south is to the south of how you're oriented. So you can see the raised beds and the path that all line. I also have the seeds in this little thing I got from Walmart. It's a little craft thing, and I have all the seeds from Haas, mostly from Haas. So I'll look at my I'll look at my reminder of what I need to plant, and I'll keep you updated. Okay folks, I measured out basically 2 feet sections for this bed, and the last section's 5 feet. That's for the greens, the lettuce, leafy lettuce. So yeah, let me go ahead and get the seeds ready and we'll plant. This is exciting, especially with the crickets chirping away. Here's just another look at that carrier for the seeds, and I just laid out those, so I'm gonna go ahead and plant now. Okay, here we got some sugar pod peas and 200 seeds, 1 inch depth, space them 2 inches apart. The row spacing will be 4 to 6 inches. So I'm just going to plant 1 row, and then 2 weeks later plant another one, and then I'll have 4 rows in this 2 feet. So that's how I plan to do the succession planting. So let's see how that works. I forgot my labeling sticks, so I know where approximately they are, so I'll put these right here to remind me. Okay, next up are carrots, and I have some of these left over. I think these are the burpees. They weren't very good, so I'm not going to let them go to waste. Maybe I'll get some out of it, but I'll go ahead and do a row of these. There's lots of seeds. And then I'll do a second row of the Haas carrots. It'll be interesting to see if these even germinate, because they didn't do very well. I think they were burpy. All right, let's see what the Haas says. This is our hopefully good deal. 1/4 inch, very shallow planting. 1/2 inch. And then thin to 1 to 2 inches each. The row spacing is 12 inches. So basically I'll just do one right down the middle, and then the second one will be down there in a couple days, or about 2 weeks later. Everything's planted, and the sun's decided to come out pretty consistent now, so that's really good. The dirt is really moist, so basically I have leaf lettuce, 3 different kinds there. I have a head lettuce right there. This I think is radishes and others. I'll have to look at my plan, but I'll come out here and I'll label them according to the plan. But let me go ahead and water these rows good. Right now I have to tote the water manually till I get the ram pump set up and IBC totes, but that's fine. Can't believe I'm actually watering, because this is already very moist, but want to give the seeds every bit of chance that I can. Again, I'm only planting 1 row per variety, and every 2 weeks I think or maybe every 3 weeks, probably every 2 weeks, just so I can have succession. Okay, I think that's good. And then I have the 5-gallon bucket right here that I'll use. Okay, I think that's it for the planting. Now I'm going to go over and get the IBC totes ready to be wrapped in plastic.